Why, hello there, Tiefling and Asimar alike. Get out your pencils and papers, because it's time for another Sketch-O-Rama. Shams Nelson here from Fantastic Anatomy. I think I gotta leave that last bit out. I'm working on my intros. Working on my intro skills. So in today's Sketch-O-Rama, um, last time I drew some figures, male figures, in this kind of structural way, but I didn't make them very fantastical. So this time I'm going to mess with the proportions and we'll see what we get. I've been doing a little bit of this in my sketchbook, but let's see what happens. Like, I don't know if I've tried this yet. Definitely going to try some new stuff here. So just making the torso much longer. Let's see how that works. Now, if we give him short legs, it's going to look crazy. That's cool, though. We can give him short legs. Or long legs will probably just make him look like a really tall guy. So let me try that, actually. I'm curious. I've tried with the short legs. We'll do one of those later, I guess. But it's not that, like, exciting. This looks kind of crazy. Oh, ho, ho, ho. See, now I think I should have to bring up the neck. And I'm not going to erase because that was, like when I do this in my sketchbook, I do it in pen, so I can't erase. Alright, whatever. Let's make it wider this time. Let's move on to the next guy. I like to start with the chest usually. I don't know why, but that seems easier. We'll give this guy short legs. And kind of bigger shoulders to match his chest. Maybe shorter, kind of stubbier arms. And I think it's good to do this, like, even actually, maybe even especially if you're not comfortable with normal human anatomy proportions and your figures always seem a little bit off to you or whatever. Um, just making, like, more crazy proportions will show you, like, learning how not to do it helps you do it. Or you might like it and kind of like, oh, I like this style. I'm gonna make this my style. Oh, what did I do here? I didn't do anything fantastical. That's okay. Let's keep this part kind of normal, more or less. It's a little big, but... And then, oh, I forgot I can change the head size. Oh yeah, okay, we'll do that next. And then, I don't know. What about just like really long arms? I don't know. That's kind of creepy, man. Alright, wait, where would the thumb be? That side. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. um, what if I just gave him one leg? Alright, this guy is a pure abomination. That's horrible. If I saw something like this, it's like just looking at me, and his face is all lopsided. That's horrible. I don't like this. I know I said I wouldn't erase, but I erased. The rules are meant to be broken. It makes him a little less. I don't want that creepy face looking at me this whole time. Alright, let's move on. Moving on. Oh yeah, big head, big head. Alright, so now we get into the... So is this a chibi character? I think it is. Is the only, like, requirement to be a chibi character that the head be really big? Give him a sword. I'll have to give my chibi characters a sword. Or do their bodies also have to be, like, differently proportioned? I should do some research into this. Okay. So it's so much easier. Well, it's harder to draw the bodies, I suppose, but it's easier to pose. Like with little chibi characters, a couple people have asked me how to do poses for them, and it's tough because the arms and legs don't move around, don't have as much like room to move. So let's try making like a more stubby chibi character in this style. I think if I do it more like this, where I'm aware of all the joints, and then the other thing is the weapons. Like, like that seems very small compared to the head, but a reasonable size compared to the body. You know, what are we supposed to do about that? Okay, let's slip one in here because one thing we do in the Sketch-O-Rama is we gotta fill up the whole thing. So instead of leaving that to the very end, what if we do? And then let's have the arm coming up like that. That's actually kind of cool. This guy's got a lot of spunk. You know what I mean? All right, another one. Oh, okay. So we can one that. So this is pretty cool. A pretty basic one is the big shoulder guy. So I don't want to. I'm gonna try to keep it so they don't interact, because that'll force you to pose your figures in different ways than you might normally. So here the hand is overlapping the body a little bit, which is not what I tend to do. And so this leg's going to go down here. And this leg, I guess, has to be bent back, but it's not going to be balanced. But that's okay. Maybe he's like about to fall over. Oh, and then let's make the head down since I'm running out of room on the top. Oops. Hey. Hey. Alright. Cool. Oops. I wasn't supposed to do that. Whatever. Alright. Okay, so, oh, I missed my point. My point was that, let's go. Let's do, where we got some room down here. So you make the little head, so the shoulder, and then, okay, so the big shoulders. That's great. And then big forearms. This is like, I don't know what it's like Robo-Mech types. And another thing I really like, so let's go like that, and then if you make the bottoms big too, then you got some kind of like, I don't know, I like doing Robo, like, that's how I like kind of like mechs and stuff like that. And then there's also, or whatever, I already broke my rule. Alright, I'm trying not to do it anymore. And there's also, so let's say you got a skinny kind of character, but then big forearms. Popeye is the oldest example of this, but I don't think. Why do I always want to feel like Kingdom Hearts does something like this? But I think it's. I don't know if it's true. And then you could do the same down here. Maybe giving on like big shoes or boots or whatever. I kind of like that look. I think that's kind of cool. Alright, what else haven't we done? Maybe let's try wider shapes. What if we make the body that wide, and then the little pelvis underneath like that? Is this gonna be reasonable? Probably not. Oh, oh, that's, that is a gorgeous creature. I think if I give him a bigger head, alright, now it's kind of cute. Before it was just disturbing, man. So, okay, one thing I'm messing around here. I don't know if this is the best way to do it, but to add, like, body fat to kind of make this kind of shape. That's a little extreme. Hanging maybe just to the bottom of the pelvis. Or a little above, even. And getting in the ballpark there. I still have to study how fat hangs on people, and it accumulates, tends to accumulate differently on females and males and all that stuff. Speaking of females, since I haven't, I'm gonna have. I think the next Sketch-O-Rama is gonna be females. Let's see if you make it skinny like this, and you got a more feminine shape. So what haven't we done yet? Maybe I should make like the hands and feet gigantic. That could be interesting. So let's start off with some big feet and some big hands. It's interesting. The forearms kind of, we end up, I think we're ending up back on this guy because the forearms and the feet should have to match. But let's see, what if, okay. Alright, let's keep going. Do kind of more normal one, but then on the calves, I'm gonna make the calves big like that. Because I've been kind of like, ankles don't go down. This is, you'd have to be wearing shoes, you know? So what do they look like? And then here, maybe something like that. That's kind of cool, actually. I think I could, I think I like that for just sketching out some poses. Let's put them in some more dynamic poses and see if that will work. Here's from backwards. So in backwards, sometimes I like to put, from behind, I like to put a little diamond there maybe to indicate that area of back muscles. I'm still experimenting with that a little bit though, so I might switch that up. And then we're doing a tear stroke for that. So like skinnier, and then a tear shape for that. Nah, maybe if I was doing like a stylized thing, that could be cool. But I'm not feeling it too much. We'll see, we'll see. Okay, what can we do with the head? Let's make the head like that. The body like this. Okay. Hmm. Okay, whatever. What else? What else? I'm trying to keep creative. Oh, different shapes. So let's do a circle and a square. Let's start with that. Maybe I'll tilt these like that a little bit more. Make it more dynamic. Like that. And then I don't know what this character is up to. But it's pretty freaking dynamic. Woo! Rock on, dude. Rock on. Alright, seems pretty normal. What else could I do? Alright, we didn't do wide hips, and the reason we didn't do like large hips on a masculine figure with this, well, they're about to find out. Oh, this actually looks a little more interesting than the monstrosities that appeared in my sketchbook when I tried this out. Alright, well, whatever. I guess it's kind of interesting. What can I do right here? Let's try to make someone who's like doing something really ridiculous with their body contortionism kind of thing. Woo! Woo! Alright, so we got like maybe one, two, three to go sort of thing. So let's finish off this side. Let's finish that off. So what can we do? Let's do another long torso. I'm not that happy with the long torsos, but let's give them one more chance. Shannon, let me think. Can I like replicate any particular fantasy? Um, yeah, whatever. Can I replicate any particular fantasy type characters using this? What if I make it more slender? Let's do something. See if we can. Maybe it'll be more elven-like, Elvinian, elfish. I'm pretty sure Tolkien used elfish, which I like elfish instead of elven. Are there any Tolkien buffs out there? Let me know. So is that elfish right there? The 2 years. Kind of actually, maybe just because I put those ears. Before I wasn't feeling it. This could be a little exaggerated, but the idea of stretching it out like that, I think that's a sound. And then, oh, I guess, do we do an orc type character? Alright, last guy right here is going to be an orc type character. Let's see. So I was trying to get that, like, the big shoulders and forearms, and then smaller waist and leg area. Maybe even shorter legs. Big traps. That could be more orcish. Or Orcanian. Alright, cool. I think that's it. Thanks for joining on another Sketch-O-Rama. I hope you made some awesome sketches, and if you'd like to post a link to the comment in the comments below, love to see them. Peace, God bless, and stay fantastic, everyone.